Alright, I think we good. YouTube, good day to you guys. Today's video, if you've been following me, you know what today's video is going to be about. Basically, I'm going to talk about this little election thing, this Hillary Clinton voting for Hillary or Trump. This has been very interesting. I've been seeing a lot of course, I'm living here in the U.S., so I see a lot of the news regarding the elections and whatnot. I see a lot of it on Facebook. I don't really watch TV regularly. I have a television. Only time I do watch it is when if there's like some cartoon program or certain program for my daughters. But I don't really watch TV that often. But I see, being on the internet, you naturally see all the news, the updates on the elections and whatnot. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Who are you voting for? Are you voting for Trump, or are you voting for Hillary, or what's the other guy? I think his name is Bernie or something like that. I can't remember. But those of you who are into politics, I'm not really into politics, but I'm curious. I'm just interested, who are you voting for, and why are you voting? What's your reason for voting? So I think everybody's entitled to their own decision. They should do whatever they want to do. Vote, not vote. If they don't want to follow, they're agnostic, whatever. That's their decision. Me personally, I haven't really been into politics like that. As far as voting, I was looking into it. I remember a couple years ago, I was looking more into it because it seemed that when Barack got into office, a lot of people they seemed more, particularly black people, seemed more aggressive when it came to voting because this, I guess, he's the first black person, or a person of color, I should say, in the office. But I was getting a lot of people I knew, they were saying, "Oh, you should vote. Go ahead and Even when I believe it was back in '08 when I was still taking class at OSU. I remember that. I remember I was walking on campus, and these people, I don't know what their job is, but they try to get people to sign up for the voting. And I remember this woman stopped me, and she was like, "Oh, she's like, are you gonna vote?" And she had these papers, and I was like, "No, I'm not really interested." And she looked at me like this, like she was like shocked, like I was supposed to vote or something. I don't know. But I thought it was interesting, but I just told her I'm not really into it. I'm not. I don't care who wins, and that. I just showed that I wasn't really interested in that. Some people, some people will say, "Oh, you have that's your freedom, and that's your what do you say? Um, you know, you have that privilege to take advantage of that, of voting and stuff." And I see where they're coming from, but I look at it like this: every decision that I make, as far as going to school, getting a certain job, or whatever I do in my life, I need to know what I'm voting of. Not voting. Well, I need to know why I'm making that decision, and I'm not, and not just make that decision because other people are saying that I should do that. Based on their standards, I should do that. What I noticed, especially at that time when Barack Obama was getting into office, or when he was running for president, I noticed a lot of, and I'm saying black people because those are my people. I'm black, so people in my family. I see all this, and I noticed. I even asked a few people, "Why are you? What's your reason?" I asked them, "Why are you voting?" And most of those people, they didn't even know how to answer. Really, they didn't give me an adequate answer of why they're voting. But I knew why. I had an idea why, but I wanted to know more details because I think when you, like I said, voting, job, or whatever, you need to, any decision that you make in your life, you need to ask yourself, will it be worth it, or what am I making this decision for? So for me, voting is just like making a decision on going to school. If I decide to sign an application and go to college or whatever, I need to ask myself, what am I doing? At the time, unfortunately, when I started going to school, I didn't know. I was just, I started going to school. I think I talked about this in the video a long time ago, but I started going to college because I decided to do that instead of going to the military. I was very close to going to the military. Um, my brother talked me out of it. And not just that, I didn't pass the physical exam because I had used an inhaler, and they told me to go get a doctor's permit or whatever, saying that I don't have to use that inhaler. But when I was going to do that, um, my brother talked me out of going. This is back in '99. So, you know, he said you should just try school or whatever. So I didn't go, and that's when I signed up for the college. But at that time, I didn't I didn't um, I didn't have any options. Like I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. It was just like, okay, I'll just sign up for school, and just see how it goes. That's what I did at the time. But I wish I was thinking the way I think now, because had I had my mentality now, then I would have been able to make better decisions, and I wouldn't have been in debt with the student loans, because I'm in a little bit of debt with them, for the time that I was in school. So um, now I really think it's important when you make a certain decision, you need to think about it, and not just doing it because someone tells you that you need to do it. It's important that you have to do it. I need to know, like, if I go vote for somebody, okay, to get on this topic here, voting. If I'm voting for somebody, I need to know what are the incentives of me voting. What are the incentives? What am I? How is it going to improve my life? Okay, is it going to help me to gain more knowledge? Is it how? What is it going to do to make me move up, to level up? I want to level up. Every decision I make, it has to be in my best interest, make me improve as a human being, make me improve in certain areas. And this voting stuff, I don't, to me, and like I said, this is just my opinion. This is what I think, and I'm not saying that voting is bad. If that's what you do, that's you. Everybody has their own reasons why they vote and stuff. But for me, looking at all this stuff, like the media stuff, it seems like it creates a certain a division of people. You have this Democrat versus Republican, and it's just almost like watching WWF versus WCW. Actually, I quote that from somebody because that's what it seemed like to me. It seemed like you're fighting. Like you got this team over here and this team over here, and it's like a division. And when it comes to, like, for me, when it comes to when I notice that a certain thing is keeping people divided up, I lose interest in it. And that's what I see. I see the media. I see all this racial tension. You know, um, I mean, it's a lot of crazy stuff. A lot of stuff that I've been seeing lately, and it just kind of makes me feel like very. I just lose interest real quick in it and just go back to doing what I've been doing. So for me, I'm right now. I'm happy. I don't feel that I need to go out and vote for somebody. Vote for what? And I don't know if I vote for somebody, I don't know what I'm voting for. I don't know what are the incentives of me. Like I said, I need to know how it's going to prove me as a human being, as an individual. How is it going to help me move up in life? How is it going to help me to make more money? And some people may say, oh, this person will create better jobs. Well, yeah, but I have my own opinions when it comes to jobs as well. I made a video about that a while ago. I'm more of an entrepreneur. I like to, come up with different ideas. How voting for somebody is going to help me in that area. So, I mean, it's interesting. It's really interesting to see, all these different people, they're voting for many different reasons, and also to see people voting just to be voting because their friends are voting. It's like a bandwagon thing. I don't jump on bandwagons. I'm not a follower. Oh, hold on for a second. I'm not a follower, and I always look for things. I look in the direction I look in is towards self-improvement. How can I improve as a human being if I make a certain decision? If I see that I don't have that as an incentive of me improving, then I won't show any interest in it. That's just me. But what about you guys? Who are you voting for, and how do you feel about these elections and all this, this presidential debate stuff? Some people, I'm not knocking it. Some people, they're really interested in politics. I would never knock anyone's interest. That's just like being interested in foreign languages, or being very passionate about a religion or something like that. I would never knock those things. I'm just saying, for me, how I feel about it, and you know why I make the decisions that I make. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to push my ideas on you. I'm just sharing how I feel. A lot of people ask me, who are you voting for? Even when like I said, when Barack Obama was running, they were asking me, are you voting for Obama? I'm like, well, for what? Like, what? Yeah, it's cool. I think it's great that there's finally a person of color got into the White House, but I need to see I need to see the incentives. Like, what I want to see what he's going to do and how it's going to make my life better. I'm not just voting for somebody because they're black or whatever, or they're a person of color. And like I said, it's great, to see someone in office of color, but I need to see more. I need to see more. That's the same as saying, that's just like if I say, oh, I see this beautiful girl, right? And I say, oh wow, she's a stunner. She's like, she's bad. She's real bad. And I want her because of her looks and because she's so beautiful, you know. And on top of that, let's just say that she's black. I want to be with her, but I don't know anything about her. I just see her as being beautiful and being a black woman, but I don't know much about her, you know. So that's what it seemed like to me. That's people making those type of decisions and being followers instead of leaders, you know. So again, I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying that, people who vote are bad people. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, when you make certain decisions, make sure you know what you're doing them for, and not doing it for family members or friends. They saying that you should do it because it's the best thing. No, I would never do that. I would never do that. It's got to be in my heart, and it's something that I have to believe in, not because someone else said that it's the right thing to do, and they believe in it and they're passionate about it. It doesn't mean it has to be the same for me. So, all right, that's it. I just wanted to make this video just kind of spiced up a bit. I like to ramble sometimes. I think it's good to mix up the content of the videos, but yeah. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. Who are you voting for, and what do you guys think about this presidential debate and all this stuff? The politics. What do you guys think about that? It'd be very interesting to see your not ideas, but your opinions about this topic. But yeah, I know a lot of people are requesting video resources. I promised many of you that I was going to make some resources when I got back from Korea. I'm going to do that. I've been moving around a lot. I'm not in the same place as I was in before, but I still, I'm always have my book set up. So I'm pretty much done. I have some more books that I have to get on the shelf. I have a whole bunch of books over there. I'm using my GoPro now, so I can't show you guys. But yeah, I will make those as soon as I get done getting all that set up. I have these resource videos coming out for you. What else? What else should I mention? Oh, also, if you guys haven't seen, I made a video just yesterday about the premium ship, FLR premium ship. Watch that video if you're interested in some great deals. I have a lot to offer for being a premium on my website, a premium member on my website. So check that video out. I'll post it in the description if you haven't seen it. Check out my website, and just let me know if you have any questions in general. Otherwise, you guys have a great one, and or have a great weekend, because the day is Friday. And I look forward to the comments, and I look forward to you guys' opinions. And that's it. I'm out of here. All right, you guys have a good weekend. Take care. Peace.